What is first love to a guy? I am madly in love with Iceland and I went to the end of the world for it.
I ain't never felt the kind of love like this before. You took all the worries from my mind. Darling, please forgive me if I stay a little more. I can't look away from those brown eyes.
Okay, so after looking at the footage captured, I decided I have to split my YouTube videos into parts. I'll tell it before I reach Iceland in this video. 2 to 3 vlogs, very raw content showing the places, a video on everything you need to know on Iceland when you're traveling from India, and a final video, my love on Iceland. I am starting this video from airport of Iceland where I got a pickup from Kuku campers free shuttle to their office. It is very near to the airport. My first step on Iceland made my brain freeze. I did not know what was going on. I showed them my booking. They explained everything from road rules to interesting places that I can visit. And after spending half an hour with them, I took my camper van, put my luggage in it, didn't organize and do nothing, and just started driving to have a feel. No destination as of now. My first stop was a supermarket nearby named Kronos, and I took supplies to survive the night. It was 4:30 p.m. by the time I did my shopping, and I searched for my first campsite nearby to the capital. It was a quick 45-minute drive, and it was very exciting as I was driving in a foreign country. By the way, Indian license is more than enough. No need to apply for international permit. I went on the slower lane for a lot of time and was sinking the thought that I was in Iceland. I reached the campsite, booked my slot for 20 USD, he didn't take cash, and parked my car in the spot. I went around the campsite to just get a feel of it, and I found this very beautiful scenery that made my day worth it. 3 hours of drive gives 8 hours of heater time. I drove only for 1 hour. I had a chat with my friend from Argentina who went around the country for 8 days and had my dinner inside the cabin. And I went to sleep in my camper. Day 0 done. It was all about getting used to. So day 1, I plan to complete the golden circle. I'm gonna explain everything in my later videos, but this one is kind of a documentary of my travel. I started from the campsite after showering with hot water, which smelled like sulfur. And 5 to 10 kilometers in, I found incredible locations with snow caps and empty roads. I was fine till then. And 5 to 10 kilometers from there, I wished I had not come to Iceland. You ask why? Let me show you. Do you see a small breeze of snow out there? Yeah, I went into it and got shit scared of my life. Shit. I waited at the parking spot where I found a car and asked them if I can travel like this.
I'm so sorry. I'll be in the camper van. Okay. Okay, sorry.
They were also unsure, and after waiting for a few minutes, they say it is good to go, but you should go slowly and maintain distance. But I am actually scared. Oh my god. I have to give them way. We'll see. I went back. I did not want to continue until my inner self spoke to me. Coming here this far alone is itself an achievement. And you dare to turn back? Come on, man. Let's face it. What's gonna happen? And then I turned back with confidence. And this time, my fear turned into excitement and confidence. Wow, what an experience, I thought. And after crossing this dreadful scenery, I came very close to the national park and the landscape changed just like that. The entire 3 to 4 hours I spent in the national park was bliss. A proper hike from parking P5, seeing the two tectonic plates at once, just enjoying the wind piercings on my face, and just walking around the park. It felt really good and I forgot what I faced just hours ago. Finally, I had a coffee and started to my next destination, Gulfos, which was way windier than any place I saw in my life. I couldn't stay there for more than 10 minutes because of the wind. It shook the camper van and the van started whistling like crazy. I made sure from the cuckoo guys that there is no problem and I went towards the geyser. I don't know. The place was okay, like our Kedar Badrinath hot springs place, and with a lot of people. I stayed there for the eruption, but it was not that high. I went towards the crater next. The importance of the places and what it means will be covered in the later videos. The red soil and ice on the surface of the crater and learning about what it is and how it is formed is somewhat very insightful. By then it was 4:30 pm and I looked for my next campsite in Selfos. This is an awesome campsite but a little costly. I had ample time to learn how to do my laundry. I know the washing part, but the dryer thing was new to me. Cooked my meal, which I took from India, and talked to Indian friends from the US. And I had a little photo shoot of my camper here too. I then said good night at 9:30 pm. I am gonna show the expense breakdown and the itinerary in the last video, so stay tuned. Day 2, the most important day in Iceland for me. Why, you ask? It's the day I saw the endless beach, a place for which I traveled to Iceland. But I started from Selfoss, made some grocery shopping for the week in a mart called Bonus, then started to the waterfalls. I don't want to pronounce the names wrong, so I put it on the screen for your reference. The backside of the waterfalls was closed due to snow, and the surroundings are just way beautiful. You can walk about a kilometer from this point to another waterfall inside a cave. It is out of the world and very slippery. I slipped and hurt my palm and felt numbness all over my fingers. Same place, I was shivering. Now I am without the jacket. Then I went towards Skogafoss, which needs no introduction. The scale of the waterfalls is very difficult to comprehend with human eye. If you climb up the stairs beside the waterfalls, there is another small waterfalls which is gorgeous. Everything here in Iceland is. I would need to find out of dictionary adjectives to describe them. I couldn't do the hike past it, some 3 to 4 kilometers. I was tired as I did not have any practice before the trip. Remember this tip. Always park in the direction where wind shuts your car doors and not break them the other way. The winds are not a joke in Iceland. Next stop is another great isolated walk to a plain wreck site. It is a 45-minute walk with no soul around, and the soil turns black and black as we go. Just spent a little time there and returned back. There is this 35 to 40 minute walk for reaching this plane wreck crash site. Oh, too tiring. The walk is very peaceful. You don't find a soul 1 kilometer ahead and back, but do it only one way. Go in a bus and come back walking. The walk while you come back, it's surreal. It's very nice. Good. Then comes the place I was waiting my entire life. The entire stretch from the endless beach to the black beach in Wick is something else. I did not want to leave ever. I stood here for 45 minutes looking at the birds and I thought, Why wasn't I born here as that bird? I felt so jealous. After imprinting this view in my brain, I decided to head out. This may seem very boring for you, but the importance this video has is infinite. I had to come out of this place, which I may never visit again in my life. It felt like I was leaving my loved ones and going away. I wanted to tell more and more, but you get bored with my words. Let's continue the further in the next part of the series. Excuse me for leaving out the details, but I'm gonna cover everything once I finish. Thank you for watching.